Alright, so we're 32 miles from Mesa now, still on Arizona 87, and almost out of water, but let me show you. It's pretty nice looking stuff, huh? A lot of saguaros over there. You're coming down this pretty nice grade. It's hot, you know. It's probably over 100. The sun's pretty bright. I'm getting some color on my arms for sure. My face has been burnt the whole summer, but it's good riding. I wish I had some more water, but I'll be able to get more. I think Fountain Hills is probably going to be the first place with gas stations and stuff like that. So that should be coming up in probably 5 or 10 miles, I'd say, maybe 15. The bike needs some work. Got slop in the bearings and the wheel on both wheels, so I need some cone wrenches. Need to adjust those, repack them, because the front wheel didn't even have grease. It was using like Carmex or something like that. It's the only petroleum product that we had that was the right viscosity. So we tried some like triple antibiotic that had white petroleum in it, but it was too thin. Got hot and ran out of there real fast. And the back wheel, the one that Yacht gave us when we met him just northeast of Berkeley a bit, it came in handy. It saved the day, but it's old technology, and it's taken a lot of abuse on this tour, and so a couple of the eyelets are pulling out, and there's got some cracks in the aluminum. So that's going to have to be replaced ASAP, because that's not safe. And this girl on Instagram wanted to meet up, I guess, in Utah and have me show her some of my freaking tactics, but can't do it because the bike's not in good enough condition to be going back out on adventures right now. And so I just had to get back to the area where I could sit still, try to make some money, get some tires, some tubes, and a wheel or a set of wheels. So I've narrowed down the wheels, though. I mean, not the wheels, I'm sorry. The tube and tire selection. So I don't have a lot of money, so I'm going to go with the Kenda Quest, which is a 26 by 1 1/8, which is usually not compatible with mountain bike wheels. When you see that, when it's like 1.125, but when it's 1 1/8, then you look at the ISO number, and the mountain bike compatible one is ISO 559, and so I can get the Kenda Quest for about $17 or $18 a piece. And the nice thing about those is they can hold, I believe, 95 pounds. 95 psi is the recommended on those, if I recall correctly. And which would be nice. That means less flats, better rolling, and it's a road style tire, not a mountain bike tire, which is good. And it's got some puncture resistance. Not super heavy duty puncture resistance, but it's got a good bit. Gator skin was also an option available on those size, but I've had gator skins on my road bikes. They don't last very long because the sidewall gets damaged from the ultraviolet. So the puncture protecting case, you know, it breaks down from the sun and then dries and flakes off, and then it's just, they're still good, but you lose some of the protection that you bought it for in the first place, and they're kind of expensive. So probably gonna go with the Kendas just to keep the cost low. It's a wire bead, which I don't like, steel bead, because they're a pain in the ass to get on and off. They break tire spoons, so you get pinch flats, and you struggle with it on and off enough times, and it separates, like this Kenda I have right here is done. And then my number one choice is the Continental Grand Prix 26, but that is about twice the price. It's about $43 a tire. Now that's a folding tire, which is nicer because you have the Kevlar bead instead of the steel. You can fold them up and you can easily carry spares with you. They weigh less. I think it's a 300 to 400 gram difference per tire between the two. Twice the price. Those can be ran at 95 to 100 something PSI. Good puncture protection. A lot of people have said that they've used them for loaded touring and got 2,000 to 3,000 miles per tire, which is pretty good. So we would this tour we went through 2 sets, but that's $200. We're not 160 something, 180. So yeah, that's almost $200. And then the tubes. Continental has this tube. It's called the Slim Touring, I think, or Slim Tour. It's 26 by 1 1/8. They come in Schrader or Presta. But the interesting thing is that the Schrader is a threaded metal piece, just like the Presta, and it has a locking ring, a lock nut, like a Presta does. People have had a lot better luck from the reviews with them not ending up sliced at the valve stem or having it separate, which that was a major issue. The first part of this trip, all of the flats we had were pretty much from the trailer, and they were pretty much all valve stem slices, and so that would have been good. And only $6 a tube also, and they're supposed to have fit like a glove on those tires, whereas some of the other tubes, like the generic ones, the cheaper ones you get at Walmart, or the $4 special from your bike shop, tend not to fit right, and so you have pinch flat issues and hard time getting them. So that would be ideal. The Continental Grand Prix 26 with the Continental Slim Tour tubes. But that's like $100. So chances are what I'm going to do is get the Kenda Quests, deal with the wire bead, comparable quality from what I've read, and at half the price. And then just when I get some money, get one of the Continental folders for a backup, because I want to carry at least one backup tire when I leave again, because having to use road score tires or stuff you find in the dumpster or the cheapest one you can get, it's not a good deal, because you end up being stuck in the middle of nowhere with an Ace Hardware at a Walmart, and your option is a Bell piece of junk that lasts for 600 miles for $20, or some other equally shitty mountain bike tire that might last for a while, but then you get all that extra rolling resistance from the knobs, noise, and it just doesn't feel as good, and the lower PSI. So you might ask, why don't you just get a fucking road bike again? Which is a legit question, and that's something that I want to do. But until then, because that's expensive, you know, $500 or $600 for a cheap one. The one that I've been looking at and really taking a liking to is the Diamondback Hanjo Trail, which is $17.99. That comes with 40C tires. It's a cyclocross, a more relaxed geometry road bike for gravel and adventuring. So it's basically like a road bike with mountain capabilities or off-road capabilities. Cyclocross gravel, whatever you want to call it. And so that $17.99, that gets you a 2x11 drivetrain, 40C tires, hydraulic disc brakes, 12mm through axles, head wheels, which are pretty good, carbon fork, and I don't remember which group set it is. I think it was FSA or might have been Shimano 105. I'm not entirely sure offhand. There is a cheaper version of it that's a 1x11 instead of a 2x11. It's $14.99 instead of $17.99. So I'm looking at that. There's also Raleigh has one that's very similar offering, but harder to get. I don't think you can just go to a bike shop and get a Raleigh in the United States. And then what else? You know, Durian Rider has been talking a lot about the Trek Amanda ALR being a great buy, or the Cross Rip from Trek. So those are options too. I don't have too much experience with Diamondback, but looks like a solid bike and a good deal. Probably comparable to like the Surly Straggler, but the Surly stuff, to me, it screams out for bike thieves to take it, you know. Hold on a second here. Leg's going numb. Yeah, so Surly stuff, you know, people they know it's worth something. They know it's good. People want it, so it gets stolen quickly. And then, you know, all that money you don't see it again. Plus, I want something a little more standardized. Well, I guess that's not really true, because the Diamondback's not super through axle, hydraulic disc brakes, not super standard, so I take that back. Anyway, I'm rambling. Should take a minute here, relax out of the sun for a second, drink a little bit of water I got left, and excuse me, and then continue on to Fountain Hills and Scottsdale, get some more water, and go find something to do for the rest of the day. Maybe go get a Sprite at Dunkin' Donuts or something, and check in with Upwork and see if any of the stuff I bid came through. Not that I really want to do any of that right now, but you gotta pay for the tire somehow.